Eleanor is an awkward, chubby, bright, red-headed girl that has a habit of dressing in men's clothing. She comes from a very dysfunctional family. After Eleanor's father left her family, her mother remarries with Richie, who is an abusive, rude, and selfish man. She then moves into a tiny house with her four siblings: Ben, Macy, Mouse, little Richie, her mother, and her new stepfather. Eleanor's mother does everything Richie desires, which makes Eleanor despise him. Park is a punk rocker type of teen who loves to listen to music and read comic books. His mother is hilarious and his father is a supporting and great man. Park lives with his mother, who owns a hair salon, in their garage, and his father, who has made him do taekwondo since he was a little boy. Park also has a younger brother named Josh, who is a sporty one between the two of them. This book takes place in the 1980s and is about a girl named Eleanor and a boy named Park, hence the title of the book, Eleanor and Park. Eleanor is trying to adjust to her new life. They are both sophomores and Eleanor is new to the school. On the bus ride to school, Tina and Steve are already calling Eleanor names and making her feel worse about herself than she already does. During the time when Tina and Steve were making fun of her, Eleanor was searching for a spot to sit on the bus. Once Eleanor finds a seat, Tina tells her she can't sit there because it's already taken. Out of self-pity, Park then moves next to the window and shares his seat with Eleanor. And at that moment, that's when Eleanor and Park first officially meet. You may have thought that it was love at first sight, but it surely wasn't. For the next couple of days, Park thought of many ways to move spots so he wouldn't be sitting next to a red-haired weirdo, and Eleanor mentally referred Park to as a stupid Asian kid. As days went on, they sat beside each other without speaking. As days go by, Park realizes that Eleanor reads his comic books over his shoulder. He then starts lending her some of his comic books. Sometimes when Park forgets his comic books, they talk about different genres of music. Riding the bus with Park soon becomes the highlight of Eleanor's everyday life. Park tries to visit Eleanor to drop off his comic books, but that just makes Eleanor's mom and stepfather mad and gets her forbidden to see Park. Although that still doesn't stop them from holding hands in the bus. One night, when Eleanor babysits for her biological father, she takes the advantage of calling Park. During the phone call, Park tells Eleanor he loves her, but Eleanor doesn't reply because her father and his fiancée have arrived home and then hangs up on him. The day after, Steve and his friends bully Eleanor again, which makes Park angry, so he fights Steve and gets grounded by his parents. Eleanor and Park soon go on a date. After their date, Park drops Eleanor home and tells her to promise to call him tonight. Eleanor doesn't call and Park starts getting worried. Park writes letters to her every day, but she never writes back. Park expects to hear from Eleanor but doesn't.